Today is the day.
Woo.
Avatar, The Last Airbender, is now out, available to be viewed by everybody, and the reviews are starting to come in. And they're mixed. The reviews are mixed. As of right now, with 41 reviews in, Avatar: The Last Airbender is holding a 59%. So 1%. It's been going back and forth between 59 and 60.
Yeah, it was 60 earlier.
With 60, it gets the bright red tomato. At 59, it gets the green splat. And it says it's got 75% with the audience rating. Okay, I mean, audiences have had time to watch a couple of episodes, I suppose. So, but again, remember, unlike movies on Rotten Tomatoes has no way to verify that the people voting on audience scores have actually even watched the show. So just to be clear about that. So never take Rotten Tomatoes audience ratings on TV shows with a grain of salt. Still, it's kind of mixed. Now, as you know, Jonathan and I were talking about this earlier in the studio. As we've gone through them, the positive ones aren't like super glowing, like this is one of the best things ever. But the negative ones are not too trash bin. Like they're not, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like it's all kind of hovering right around there. The general consensus seems to be it's pretty good. I watched the first episode. I've had time to watch. I didn't think it came out until tonight, but then I found out, wait, it came out like at midnight. I didn't realize that. So I've watched the first episode and I don't know what the problem is. I watched the first episode. I liked it. I thought, I mean, if you know the cartoon, it's the live action iteration of the cartoon. Actually, better. I thought the live action first, remember, I'm talking exclusively about the first episode. Ozai be praised. That I think the live action first episode is better than the animated first episode. I may feel completely different once I watch the rest of the series, sure, but I thought it was okay. I didn't watch it and jump out of my chair and start screaming like, oh my God. But I mean, I watch them like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So that's where I'm at right now. Again, remember, only one episode in. I will probably watch at least one or two more episodes on the drive to Vegas. Tesla autopilot be praised. So probably Anna will be driving. I'm not going to drive and watch it at the same time. But so far I'm okay with it. I'm actually thinking it's pretty decent. Anyway, Rob, you've been seeing the reviews coming in. Where have your expectations level been for Avatar right now? What do you think about?
I didn't know that it dropped last night. To be honest, I was really looking forward to this, you know, and I still want to watch if it's something I want to see. Like, you know, at first when One Piece dropped, for instance, there was kind of mixed reaction, but I think overall people have liked it. I certainly enjoyed it more than I thought. So I'm looking forward to this, and I want to watch it. I didn't, again, I'll probably sample the first couple episodes tonight with Elizabeth.
But listen,
so I'm excited. I thought the trailers looked great.
The episode starts with a guy in the capital city of the Fire Kingdom. Clearly he's stolen, you know, he's a Bothan with the plans. He's got the secret plans and he's trying to get out of the city in a really nice little action sequence. And then very early in the episode, we see Fire Nation attacking, I think it's the Southern Air Temple, attacking the Southern Air Temple in a pretty good little action sequence, especially for a Netflix show. I thought it was really good. And then we get, you know, introduced to Aang coming out of the water. Again, if you just watch the first episode of the animated show, I think the first episode of the live action one was superior. Now, I think the animated show gets better and better as it goes. Like, so I think the weakest part of the animated show is the first few episodes and the first season and stuff like that, because it just keeps getting better and better and better. So from a pure starting point of view, I thought it was all right.
I'll even say, because we addressed the positive, I felt like there was a tinge of, they didn't say the quiet part out loud, but there was a tinge of, they just shouldn't have made this from the cartoon. It didn't need a live action. Therefore, I hate this.
Yeah, I've seen, that's, okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
And these are top critics.
I hate that when critics do that. When they start giving their opinion on something that has nothing to do with just the movie or show on its own merits. I don't want to hear from you. Like we were talked about this when Continental came out, right? I'm trying to read some reviews of Continental, and I'm coming across some high-profile critics writing that basically write, well, I don't like Mel Gibson, so I didn't like this thing. I'm like, okay, I respect that you don't like Mel Gibson. You've got some decent reasons to not like Mel Gibson, but I don't fucking care whether you like Mel Gibson. I'm here to hear your review of this piece of art, this piece of media. Is it on its own merits good or not good? And I don't want to hear from critics, well, you know, it just didn't do what I wanted it to do from the animated show. I don't give a shit what you wanted to see in the animation. I want to hear, is this thing on its own merits good or not? And if you don't like it on its own merits, perfectly fine. I understand that. Thank you for giving me your opinion. But I get really frustrated when I hear critics give a review based on something that isn't the piece of art itself. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. On average, it takes about 30 days for a person to break their New Year's resolution. So if saving money was on your 2024 list, your odds aren't looking that great. Luckily, I have a 100% guaranteed way to save you money this year. Just switch to Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for $15 a month. I've told you guys many times that after switching to Mint Mobile, I am spending less than a third on my cell bill than I used to with a major carrier. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All Mint plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And don't worry about having to change phones or numbers. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So guys, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bills to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
John, that is one of my biggest complaints in the world, the ecosystem that we are existing in, because like you, I want to hear people's cogent, reasoned opinions for liking or not liking something. And when they talk about, I don't like the actor because of this, that, or the other thing, it drives me crazy. Because like you just so succinctly pointed out, who cares about that? Is the story good? Are the characters well drawn? But if when you start talking about an actor, it means you haven't really watched the show, so your opinion is invalidated.
Yeah,
me.
or if you already it gives the impression that you already decided before you go in to watch it. See, my favorite thing in the world, my favorite thing, is when something looks like absolute garbage to me, and then I leave my expectations at the door and come out going, oh my God, that was good. Like, that's my favorite thing. I love it when that happens, right? But I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating. Now, look, at the same time, I watched the first episode. I don't think it's the greatest thing I've seen this year. I totally understand why a lot of the other reviews I read were just on its own merits. This didn't do it for me. Fine. That's perfectly legit. I might feel the same way after I've watched a couple more episodes. Exclusively on the first episode, I kind of like what I see so far. So we'll see. Now, Ray has never watched even the animated show.
Yep.
So I'm actually really curious to get his, since he's not colored by that, I want to see what he thinks about this show, just watching it on its own merits.
I gotta give it a run later today. Now
that it's out.
All we saw was that opening sequence you spoke about where he's running with, that tablet.
Yeah, the secret plans to the Death Star.
That's all we saw.
I thought the scene was great. I thought that scene was great. But, is some of the dialogue kind of kiddie? Yes. But did you watch the cartoon? Like, it's an adaptation of the cartoon.
No, it feels like that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And already I'm telling Ray, I'm like, I want to be an earthbender.
I would love to be an earthbender. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Have you had a chance to watch some of this Avatar thing? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you kind of like me where it's like, that was pretty good? I don't know. However you guys think about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.